Welcome to this new video. Last time we talked about our new living room, our new kitchen and home decorations and new clothes. And this was also the page that I've been showing you last time. And this week I moved on with another page and it's looking like home decoration page again. But in this case, it's all about finishing something you have out of a magazine or a newspaper or whatever. And this was actually my piece. You can't see it clearly anymore because sometimes I put some paint on this image, but this was my image for this assignment. I also did this for my weekly students that are visiting my studio each week. And well, it was a really fun thing to do. The best thing of it is when you have a picture, a very small picture, and you don't know what's around it, so you can make up the things yourself. I only had half, of a vase and some things with flowers in it, and I just finished this whole picture. I made it up myself and it was really fun to do. Another student, Machteld, she was having the other side of the picture, so she had the left side of it. We cut it in two, and she has a completely different page in her book, but still they have the same vibe, color-wise, but also the, kind of lovely page, lovely colors like pink, very soft. And she has also a cat. This was not that I want to steal her ID, but I wanted to have a cat in it. But she was the first one who had a cat in it. So I really loved doing these kind of carpets, which I already did in my previous page. So I really wanted to make another one, and I used a book from Matisse to get a nice table, a nice chair. First I had a window here, but I thought that was taking too much attention and I wanted to focus on the flowers and later on the cat. So this was really fun to do. It's a great challenge to do some color mixing because you need exactly the same colors that are in your image, so you don't see that it's broken off. It's just embedded in the page, and I really love this. You can see that Machteld has totally different style, and she also created a very different room. I will show you now all the results of the students, and I also did it with my children's students, so I will also show their results. working on this spread, I had to deal with a cut-off burlap page. So I wanted to make it a new page again. So I used the jeans from Indian Rose, which you already could see on this page I showed you last time. So this was really like, I want to make something that's kind of, well, the same, but then in a different style. So here I have real flowers or painted flowers. Here are of course the real flowers and pieces of grass. I glued down these grass halms, and it was a very thick thing, and when I was turning the page I was afraid it would break. So I wanted to do something with the grass, but it was too thick. So I completely took it off the page, but some pieces were left on the jeans fabric. So what I've done is creating some, well, sewing and some embroidery, and I wanted to make it complete, but that I could simply turn the page. And I added some small dried flowers. These are from Blossom Trees. And then when you continue, you can see still slightly bit of this page, but you can also see this page. And this is all about spring. And I've created this mini book to put in here. So if you open the page, it will look like this. And so this color is also coming back here in the flowers, and this is also the color of the grass. This color is not original, it's coming because of the jelly print. It's just printed in the pink color. And what I also love is that the thread in the jeans, it's also a pink one. So yeah, when you turn the page, there's another blossom, and there's leaf paper, another, well, you can see on the back what I sewed. So that's very, very nice. I don't know what this is. I think this is pieces of burlap. Another dried, well, I think it's grass or something. I don't know what it is. This is this packaging paper, and here I created some flowers with pieces of burlap as the stalks. So I really love that. And I will show you, of course, my mini book about the spring. What I've done, I collected some flowers, and I created firstly these pages. I laid them all on the table. I will add some videos about the process of this little book. I first started with creating the pages one by one. I selected some papers that I really love to use, and then I started creating some, well, background elements like packaging paper, the same one that I used here, the same one that I used there. I created some patterns, and I wanted to have some pieces of background on each page. So now I show you the end result. And for the final phase, I used my Derwent pencils. I really love those. I really am a fan of those. I also used some black pens, a Posca pen, a white Posca pen. And on each page, I've done something with the flowers in my garden. And these ones are the real flowers. This was from the neighbors. I don't know how it's called. I think something like a snowball. Or these are the blossoms that are actually these ones. These ones are the tulips that were also on the cupboard. I've really fell in love with the tulips. I will end this video with a tulip page. And here I just created some patterns. Here I have the viola, and here I have the tulip dancers. So I dried some leaves of the tulips and I created some dancers of that. And I found a tulip pattern exactly in the same colors that I wanted to have. So this is really matching all. And this is a jelly print. And I really fell in love with writing. It's a kind of automatically writing, just write down what comes up. And sometimes it's, well, it's useless, but sometimes it really makes sense. And sometimes I have great insights, and it's really matching the things. This is all about the plants in my garden. That is always a surprise what's coming up, and some things are completely new to me, and some things are planned and they simply don't come up. So it's a bit like art journaling. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. These are the hortensias. And here I tried hortensia. This is not from my own garden. This is from the garden we visited last year at the place of Annemarie in France. And that's really a great hortensia. And I really love using, this is from, I think, the garlic net, where the garlics are in. And this is from a vest. An old piece of, well, a rag piece of clothes. I really love that. And I also love copying things I've done. So here is the net, and here I put something alike on the other page. And this is also a flower in my garden. This one came from our neighbors, and it came under the fence, and now it's in our garden too. And this one is from laurel. Maybe you recognize the leaves, but it's also blossoming, and I really love that. And this thing, it's from a pie, and it's also there. And my dad took that when he was drinking coffee with his mountain bike friends, and he said, "This is for your art journal." So I really love that. These ones are the same flowers that are also here, but this is a bigger one. It's like this, and these ones are just small, but I think these are the same flowers. And this is my final page with some dried flowers in it. And this is the final page. I was just doing something with inks, and I love playing with them. I plan to work with the inks for this journal, but I also had my new Derwent pencils, so I really wanted to use those. So this is my creation of my spring book. I haven't glued it into the book because this book is already so thick. So I'm wondering if I'm putting it here or if I'm putting it somewhere else, maybe on the back of the book, just like our Spain book. But we will see what will be happening. But it's meant to be on this page. But we will see in the end if I glue it down. And the final page I want to show you is the tulip page. And this was really fun to create because I really love those tulips. I still have one left. The other ones were already a bit, well, yellowed and dried. So this is actually the color of the one that was the most purple of them all. But they were a slightly yellow, pink, with a little purple in it. And I really loved when the stalks go like this and they're all, well, bending. And this is really my feeling of spring. So I really wanted to show you this page. I created it today and I'm very happy with it. I already had a background with, I think I've done it with a palette knife. You can see that is a very layered page. It's very thick, and I completely used other colors. I think this is the color that, well, this was the first color of the first layer, but all the other colors I changed. And on this page, I worked also with my favorite Derwent Inktense. I will show those once more. And I really love using those ones. And it's especially great for doing some details, doing some lines like here, the sharper lines. And well, first I've done the stalks with the Derwents as well, but after that I thought they were a little too vague, so I added some paint on it. So this was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know what is your favorite spread and what is your favorite flower. Mine is, I think, the tulip or the poppy. I really enjoy creating flowers, and if you haven't done so far, please give it a try. I have an online class which is called Flowers and Patterns, and in that class you will not just play around with patterns, but you will also play around with flowers, look at them closer, and well, watch them from different angles, watch them from above, use different drawing techniques and exercise your skills so you can get your flower into perfection. And I can also really recommend you to do something out of a magazine, what I've done in this page. I really enjoyed doing this. I haven't expected it at all, but I really love doing this because it really helped me to develop my skills in color mixing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. I give tips and inspiration weekly, so I hope you're joining me next time again. Bye bye.